Hello everyone, and welcome to the video on how to use the board game template in Canva. So when you purchase the template on Etsy, this is the PDF that you were sent, that you have access to. Your first page is going to have my contact information on socials, as well as information, general information on how to open up the files in Canva. Please keep in mind that if you plan to use the files as is for work with students, you cannot use them in full screen mode. They have to be used out of full screen mode. So that's what basically that says over there for important information. And then the second page gives specific information about how to open the template. If you have a Canva account, this should be fairly easy as long as you're signed in. You'll come to the first screen and then you just click use template for new design. If you do not have an account, you'll have to make one in order to open up this template. On the third page is where the actual link is located. We just click right here on the picture and it will automatically direct us to Canva where the template is located. So this is the page you will see. Most likely you'll see the same information up at the top, my name, as well as that I'm sharing the template with you. You probably won't see edit template, but you are going to see use template for new design. That's where we're going to click. And what it does is it makes a copy automatically for you to be able to use, edit, and modify based on whatever needs it is that you have. So here we go. It is taking a little bit of time to load in, but this is what it will look like. So as promised, let me zoom back out so we can see what we have working here. As promised, there are 6 different templates that come with this. I'm gonna kind of use the first 2 to explain a lot of the features, and then we'll kind of browse through the rest of these. Okay, so the first template, the way that I use it is these are the game pieces. So the student chooses one, we roll the dice, which is right here, click, and then click again and move the amount of spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that space, oh, it's actually 6. Let's go back. Oh my goodness. Let's go back. Okay, so that's actually blue. On the next page, I have all the words that we would be working on for this unit. So blue is, let's scroll back up. Blue is name the target sound. So the student would choose a word, upload, and we are working on short sounds with this. So the target sound is short U, upload. So the student would say short U. And sometimes I'll challenge them to make a sentence depending on the student and what we're working with at the time, but that's generally how I would use this game. Now, I'm going to share with you some modifications. So let's say that you don't like some of the elements that are here. You just click on elements, and then you can click treasure box. And then we've got different options for treasure box. Now, if you click on treasure chest, it gives you some even better ones. I think it's because I spelled treasure wrong right here. Treasure, there we go. Okay, so here we go. It gives you some other options for treasure chest. So you can put that in the middle, or you can delete it if you don't like it. As same thing goes for the things over here on the side, the game pieces. If you don't like the sandcastle and the sunglasses, you can switch them out. You can even, as a treat or as a reward for your student, you can ask them, you can put in beach items and they can choose their own. That's also a little treat that I like to do for my students. And so you just show them this and they, while you're in screen share, and they can choose their own game piece for the game. So there are a bunch of different ways we can edit this. We can also edit the background, detach the image from the background, delete that, and then we can go in. We maybe want, maybe you don't want a beach scene, you want a forest scene. well, my spelling is not the greatest today. Forest scene. There we go. Okay, and see, it'll give you a whole bunch of different forest scenes, and you can choose one. Let's say you like this one. Come on. There we go. Just right click on it, set image as background. Not all of the scenes will have that option to set as background. It depends on the original, how big the original file was, basically. The original size of the file, that's the word I was looking for. So, but for the most part, they'll have that option. You just change the background. You can click on these and you just hold down shift and click all of the things that you want. And then you can go ahead and change that color. Let's say you don't want blue, you want green or gray or whatever. Let's say you want gray, you can change that color to gray. Obviously, we would select all of those colors, or you can leave it like that. And you can always adjust this, make it longer, add in a gray circle and another rule for those pieces. So those are some ways that we can edit this. I want to show you guys one more way that this can be edited. We can make separate slides for each of the words. So if I drag this down and I make the word a little bit bigger, it could be a little bit bigger, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. So just for conversation's sake, or just to show you guys what this looks like. Okay, so then I have my background and I could just duplicate this for all of the words. Instead of having them all on one page like this, I can make a separate slide for each of them. And then I could link the slide right on the circle. So here we go. And then I'll just, I think that was slide number 3. There we go. And then so instead of having to scroll down and back up, I can just click here and it'll take me directly to the word, which I like better. It's definitely more convenient. It's definitely, a lot more seamless. But I just, for time's sake, I ended up doing it this way. Okay, so here's the next template. It's pretty much the same idea as the first. The only difference is I chose a nature background for this one with some animals as game pieces. The game rules can also be switched out if you're not working on syllables and sounds. Maybe you're working on, like I said, sentences. Maybe you're working on spelling. This could be used for virtually any type of skill that you are working on with your student. So here is basically the same idea, just a little bit of a different format. Here are your game pieces over here, your rules are here, and it's pretty much a take on Chutes and Ladders, that game style. The difference is the words are actually in the chart, in the game board this time, whereas with the other one, they were just numbers. So that's the style. This one is kind of the same thing, just different colors and different game pieces. And then here, I use this one to work on sounds with my students. Like if we're, just focused on three letter sounds at a time. I like to play this game so we can get a lot of practice in. And then here, there are 3 different rules for this one. Say it and write it. So the student will say the sound and write it with their finger in the air. They'll say it 3 times fast. Let's say we landed on L, la 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 la. Students love to do it. It's so much fun, especially the say it and clap. We'll make like a song with it or whatever. As with the other ones, you can switch out the rules if you would like, do different types of actions, maybe say it and dance, whatever your student likes, have them, come up with their own rules if they're a little bit older. The sky's the limit with these things as far as how we can adjust and customize them. So here's another same idea. The only difference is this is space themed with your game pieces down here. So that's pretty much it, guys. These are all the templates that come with the Etsy purchase, and those are the different ways that they can be modified and customized to fit whatever your needs are. Thank you so much for your purchase if you did purchase. Thank you so much for being here. If you're just here checking everything out, all of my information is down in the description box below, as well as the link for where to purchase this and all of my other templates. You can browse around the YouTube channel here, and I'll have tutorials like this one for all of the other games that I have available, as well as demos of my live sessions with students, so you can see the games in action live. And so if any of that interests you, please check it out. And until next time, guys, bye. Be well.